Hello, so this is a list of habits you need to stop today. Subscribe to the channel and smash that like button. So number one is stress eating. I used to be a serious stress eater. I would eat whenever I felt unhappy, stressed, disappointed, anxious, or even happy. My eating had nothing to do with being hungry, and everything to do with using food to fill my emotional voids. While eating would comfort me, this feeling was momentary and would disappear right after I was done eating. Instead, what I had left would be the same emotional void that triggered me to eat in the first place. A 2,000 excessive calorie intake over what I would say I should have eaten in a day, and anger at myself for having stress eat. I've since overcome stress eating. I have healthy eating habits and a healthy relationship with food today, where I no longer use food as a tool to fill my emotions. So two, nail biting. Not only is nail biting unhygienic, it is also socially repelling, leads to dental problems like malocclusion of the anterior teeth, potentially cause stomach problems, and lead to severely deformed fingernails in the long run. People who bite their nails tend to have shorter nails than the average person. Their nail palates also experience scarring and may eventually become absent. So three, hanging out with naysayers. We all know these people who play devil's advocate to every idea you have and every goal you want to pursue. We are already our greatest self-critic, so it doesn't help when there's someone behind us or beside us, ever ready to pounce on what we have to say and tear it down. Four, being with people who don't appreciate you. Haven't all of us been in this situation before, trying to please people who don't appreciate us, bending over backwards to be there for people when they're never there for us? While we give out without expectations of return, we need to draw a line with people who don't value us, because these people damage our souls. Stop spending time with people who don't appreciate you and spend more time with people who do instead. 5, smoking. Smoking is one of the leading causes of preventable death globally. In just the United States alone, about 500,000 deaths are attributed to smoking-related diseases annually. A recent study estimated that as much as 1/3 of China's male population will have significantly shortened lifespans due to smoking. Gender-wise, male and female smokers lose an average of 13.2 and 14.5 years of life, respectively. That's over a decade of life right there. Not only that, smoking causes premature skin aging, yellowing of teeth, bad breath, and worst of all, jeopardy of the health of people around you, including your loved ones. Studies have shown that non-smokers exposed to secondhand smoke are at risk to many of health problems associated with direct smoking. So 6, excessive drinking. All of us know that drinking too much alcohol is bad for us, but did you know how bad it really is? According to the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, and drinking too much, be it on a single occasion or over time, can seriously damage your health. Brain problems. Alcohol interferes with the brain's communication pathways, making it harder to think clearly and move in coordination. Heart problems. Cardiomyopathy, stretching and drooping of heart muscles, irregular heartbeat, stroke, high blood pressure, liver diseases, steatosis or fatty liver, alcohol, hepatitis, fibrosis, pancreas problems, pancreatitis, a dangerous inflammation and swelling of the blood vessels in the pancreas that prevent proper digestion. And there's also different types of cancer, so mouth, throat, liver, breast. If you drink a lot, perhaps cutting it out right away will be tough. Cut down to the number of glasses you drink each time, followed by the number of times you drink a week. If need be, seek help from an AA group. You're not alone in this. Change starts from today. So the next habit is eating junk food, including diet soda. Junk food, they are everywhere in our society today. From McDonald's to KFC to Burger King to 24-hour takeout. Junk foods such as fries, highly processed burgers, and sodas have become a staple in our society today. If you think, hey, but junk food is so tasty, think again. A study by Paul Johnson and Paul Kenny suggests that junk food consumption alters brain activity in a way similar to addictive drugs like cocaine and heroin. After many weeks with unlimited access to junk food, the pleasure centers of rat brains became desensitized, requiring more food for pleasure. And you wonder why you seem to crave fast food when you had just had something the day before. Well, this would be why. So wherever possible, opt out for healthy foods joints like salad bars, delis, as opposed to fast food outlets. Every little step goes a long way. So 8, eating too much red meat. There has been a conclusive evidence that consumption of red meat increases the risk of colorectal cancer and suggestive evidence that it increases the risk of lung cancer, pancreatic cancer, and endometrial cancer. In addition, some studies have linked consumption of large quantities of red meat with breast cancer, stomach cancer, lymphoma, bladder cancer, lung cancer, and prostate cancer. So number 9, watching too much TV. And 10, being late. Not only is being late rude to others, it also means that you're always rushing from one place to another, playing catch up on your agenda, and having to apologize to every person you meet. So stop being late and not being punctual, but practice being early instead. Target to arrive 15 minutes early before any appointment, and bring along something to do in those 15 minutes. So 11, being in bad relationships. I know we all have had our share of bad relationships, so I used to invest myself in this guy who was nothing but toxic for me. I invested 6 years into this relationship before realizing I needed out. So 12, leaving things for last minute. Burning the midnight oil is fun, but it's exhausting. Those of you who got through college by burning the midnight oil would have learned this the hard way. Not only is it damaging for your body, but it's also mentally draining, and you're consistently in a hyper-tense mode, feeling anxious about whether you can finish your work on time. So stop procrastinating, potentially. And last, focusing on the negatives. So in every situation, there